Hi, so my name's Mark Gibson. I'm here presenting a showcase on behalf of my company Amdocs and AT&T, Fujitsu and MEF18. And what we're really seeking to do is to look at how the way you can use intent to simplify the ordering process and simplify the provisioning process for end-to-end services. We think our innovation really kind of starts with looking at how you define intent as a policy in a network. And then able to kind of push it into the provisioning flow, and to make it a way of flexibly changing the way a service operates over time. So really, the cornerstone is using things like natural language to define what you're looking to provision, to be able to push the intent that you're defining into a policy engine and into an intent engine, to then orchestrate how that policy is driven into the network and the change that it enforces. And so if you change the policy, you go change the configuration of the network, you go change what's being provisioned, and finally we end up with a 5G and SDN enabled network, which is really kind of giving us that fully flexible, fully elastic, fully intent driven network that we want. So over here we can talk through some of the components that we have in play. We're using ONAP as our service orchestration mechanism, and we're using and this screen here is just showing our ANAI model, which is underpinning all of the operation which is happening. So every time we're orchestrating a component, we're orchestrating against a network model which is contained here. And when we set our intent, the intent comes into here in terms of configuration that we'll push into the network. It also goes into the DCAE component, which is then giving us our policy repository that the other components that are being managed underneath can use. From Fujitsu, we have a component called Warrior, which is managing our 5G network. And in fact, on the stand today, we have real 5G equipment. We have a 5G endpoint here and a 5G base station over there, which is giving us a real 5G live deployment, which we're using in our proof of concept. When we've got traffic running, what happens is that the Warrior component goes into the DCAE part of ONAP, looks for the policy to understand how to respond to changes in network traffic. And when the network traffic changes, it can scale up, and when the network traffic goes away, it can scale back down again, but within that overall policy which is contained within ONAP. One final thing that we're using today is we're using end-to-end orchestration to capture customer orders. So we've emulated some user entry smart bots, smart clients, which are kind of giving us that ability to enter human usable commands, and to really kind of simplify the ordering flow, so that we enter a couple of commands in here and we end up with a whole orchestration flow in the back end, which is delivering the components. So that's our showcase in summary. We have end-to-end orchestration sitting on top of ONAP doing service fulfillment, but using intent to kind of bind those components together and give us an end-to-end operational flow.